Welcome to the Brown Bag Blue Collar Audio Supplement Special Edition of the Stainless Souls Podcast. Brought to you by the Realization of Stainless Souls, a come-as-you-are church of recovery, discovery, and all religions. This edition is Week 4. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Week 4 of the Brown Bag Blue Collar Recovery Planner. This week's focus is relational and emotional well-being. Relational and emotional well-being. And it's an important week because we mess a lot of things up when we're drunk or high. But one of the biggest things we mess up are our relationships. A lot of things can get fixed after we get clean and sober. Legal, financial, economic, professional. But the hardest things to fix are called relationships. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And I'm not going to try to fool you into believing that all your relationships are going to be fixed in 90 days, because that's simply not true. But you're going to be put on a path to where all of your relationships can be fixed. And that's the best that anybody can offer you. I want to start off on day 22, just to go through what a typical day is going to look like during the week. Day 22 is on page 100. And if we go to the top right corner of the left-hand facing page, used to that by now, Week 4, this week's focus. The focus is relational emotional health, empathetic listening, feelings and love, emotions, your inner guide, and energy and vibrations, the vibe. Required activities never change. All 90 days, they're the same. Meditation, reading, aerobic activity, flexibility, and a recovery meeting. This week, we increase our meditation to 15 minutes, 3 times a day, for a total of 45 minutes. We begin reading Polishing the Mirror by Ram Dass, 25 pages a day. Ram Dass just died in December. I don't know if you guys knew that. Our walking continues to be 30 minutes a day. We stretch for 10 minutes, and our recovery meeting is 60 minutes. The first study area for the week is drug and alcohol impact on relationships and emotions. There's plenty of literature written on that. Dropping down to the needs, habits, healings, affirmations, and visualizations box, the human need for the week is love, connection, and consciousness still by Tony Robbins. The Stephen Covey habit is habit 5, seek to understand prior to seeking to be understood, also known as empathetic listening. Healing treatment is healing treatment 4. Every day there is a new, original affirmation for you to use. There's also 92 or so in the back that are quick affirmations for you to use when you're walking. Step and service work, big week. We're in phase 2 of the Brown Bag Blue Collar Recovery System, and that is forgiveness. And that starts with step 4, the big scary step for most people. And I don't want you to be scared by it. I just don't want you to do it until you've got step 5 scheduled, because once you start feeling bad about all the things you've done in the past, I want you to be able to talk to somebody about it and get rid of it. So don't schedule step 4 until you've got step 5 scheduled. Listening. This is your service work. Are you fully attentive when others are sharing with you? Are you fully engaged with what they're saying? Or are you somehow engaging your brain to participate in their story while they're sharing? On the journaling page, every day this week, consider what your values and beliefs are. What do you value most? What do you believe? And see if you can't get 7 days of good entries in on that. So with page 100, day 22, out of the way, I'd like to go back to the beginning of week 4, which is on page 92. And we start off with fear and anger, and just a little discussion about what fear and anger were designed for and how they end up getting used and why they mess up so many of our relationships. So chew on that a little bit. We already covered the focus areas. First one's relational emotional well-being. Empathetic listening, which is habit 5. You're going to cover that quite a bit. Feelings and love. A lot of us, alcoholics, addicts, don't really want or wish to know how we feel. And we're prone to drown the anger, fear, regret, guilt, shame with the fire hose of our drug of choice. If I can't feel it, it must not be there. And for most of us, love baffles us. So hopefully by working through this program and a few others, you'll be able to straighten out some of the things that have had you perplexed. Your inner guide could be your feelings, could be your intuition, could be that sixth sense that you talk about but never really know what it is. It doesn't require any thought, and that's probably a good thing, but it's hard to let go of that thought. That's probably the bad thing. Energy and vibrations, the vibe. You ever get a good vibe from somebody or a bad vibe? That's what I'm talking about. Study areas, drug and alcohol abuse, impact on relationships and emotional well-being, day 1. Covey habit 5, day 2. Day 3, will you go the extra mile? Day 4, pleasing personality. Day 5, emotional triggers, mine. Day 6, emotional triggers, significant other. Day 7, should I be trusted? Dropping down to required activities, we already covered them. Meditation's up to 3 15-minute sessions a day. That's 45 minutes. Reading Polishing the Mirror by Ram Dass. Stretching for 10, walking for 30, recovery for 60. Needs, habits, healings, affirmations, and visualizations for the week. Love and connection. Tony Robbins. Consider love. In order to give something, you have to have it. And if you have it, you must have received it from somewhere. So as you're considering love and your ability to love, where's all the love coming from? You will find that you never run out of love, no matter how much you give away. Where does this infinite source of love come from? Habit for the week, again, you might realize how important it is to me. Covey habit 5. Healing treatment 4, and an affirmation and visualization as a part of your healing treatments and your affirmations. Also, focus on the hierarchy of energies this week. Thought energy, to sound energy, to vibrational energy, to life energy, to light energy. The creative energies used by God during the Genesis story of creation. And the Big Bang. Thought, sound, vibration, life, light. Step in service work. Forgiveness is a big deal this week. Self-forgiveness especially. And you're going to be working on step 4 in accordance with the big book. It gives pretty straightforward instructions for you on how to do step 4. So let's not waste any time getting it done. Prayer and gratitude list. You can use any of the prayers that we've taught you for your daily prayer. Step 3 prayer is still valid. You can also use any of your affirmations, your healings, or you can write your own. It's also a good idea that you begin praying for your enemies and the people that have harmed you. Consider scoring your wellness in the morning and at night, and plotting on 310 and 311 the results, looking for trends. And as a reminder, every Sunday afternoon you ought to be using an hour or 2 to plan your week. And what you would do is bring this planner out, open to Monday. From Monday, you would write in for the week all of your professional appointments, doctors, IOP, psychiatrist, psychologist, probation, drug court, other court. Get all of that put into the plan. And then after that, you'd put all of your priorities, your personal priorities, your required activities, your required focus areas, all of the things that you need to do as a part of the planner in order to stay clean and sober. That includes 7 recovery meetings each week. So do it on Sunday. Plan out the whole week. It's okay if things change during the week, but plan out the whole week on Sunday. You'll find your life is a whole lot less stressful. And hopefully by now you're starting to feel that all the water you're putting into your bucket is pure and clean. And we're getting rid of a lot of the dirt. That's the hope anyway. Now we'll take a look at day 23. And we'll quickly go through the rest of the days that we haven't covered yet. Okay, day 23. How's it different from 22? Well, you're reading a different 25 pages of Polishing the Mirror than you did yesterday. Your study area today is Covey Habit 5. We're still impressing upon you, to the best of our ability, do not start Step 5 until you've scheduled, or Step 4 until you've scheduled Step 5. And we're working on our values and beliefs. On day 24, still Polishing the Mirror, 25 pages. Study area is Will I Go the Extra Mile? Still impressing on you, do not start Step 5 until, or do not start Step 4 until, do not start Step 4 until you've scheduled Step 5. And working on values and beliefs. Day 25, Polishing the Mirror, 25 more pages. Today's study area, Pleasing Personality and Smile. Do not start Step 4 until schedule Step 5. And values and beliefs. Day 26, Polishing the Mirror, 25 more pages. What are your emotional triggers? Emotional triggers, mine. Do not start Step 4 until you schedule Step 5. My values and beliefs. Day 27, hope you're seeing a pattern here. Polishing the Mirror, another 25 pages. Emotional triggers, your significant other's emotional triggers. So what are those? Do not start Step 4 until scheduling Step 5. My values and beliefs. And then finally, day 28, Polishing the Mirror, another 25 pages. Study area, can I be trusted? Do not start Step 4 until you schedule Step 5. My values and beliefs. And that is week 4. Thank you all for your attention. Look forward to seeing you in week number 5, which will be our next audio.